Hello everyone, and welcome to the kingdom of Everbloom, a place usually bursting with every color imaginable. At the heart of this beauty was Princess Hana, who wore the legendary rainbow crown. This crown didn't just sparkle, it held all the hope and color of the world. But one gloomy morning, something terrible happened. Princess Hana woke up to find the rainbow crown completely gray, dull, lifeless. Not only the crown, but the entire kingdom began to fade. Trees turned to ash gray, flowers lost their scent, and the once vibrant sky was a sad, muted haze. The ancient wise owl, Professor Lumina, fluttered down. Princess, she hooted softly, the colors of the rainbow crown are not just magic. They are the result of pure hope. Each color has left, drawn away by sadness. To bring them back, you must visit the 7 lands of color. But remember this, dear Hana, a color will only return when you perform an act of true, selfless kindness for a creature in need. Hana, gripping the dull gray crown tightly, nodded with determination. She set off on her mighty quest. Her first stop was the land of fiery red. The landscape was hot and dusty, filled with silent, gray volcanoes. As she carefully walked past a pile of rocks, she heard a tiny, pitiful whimper. It was a fire beetle, usually glowing a brilliant ruby red, but now its little light was dim and sputtering. "Oh, dear," whispered Hana. The beetle explained that its glow bulb had cracked, and without its light, it couldn't guide its family home through the gloom. Hana, using a tiny piece of clear crystal from her crown's casing, carefully patched the beetle's glow bulb. The beetle instantly shone with a dazzling, powerful red light. Poof! A brilliant beam of red shot back to the crown, making the first jewel shine bright. Next, she traveled to the land of warm orange. This land was usually filled with golden fruits and warm sunsets, but now everything felt cold. Hana saw a little sun squirrel struggling desperately. It had gathered all its winter nuts, but a sneaky gust of gray wind had scattered them into a deep, thorny bush. The squirrel was too scared to go in. Hana bravely parted the sharp thorns, one by one, carefully retrieving every single nut, placing them gently back into the sun squirrel's pouch. The squirrel chattered happily and hugged her finger. Whoosh! A burst of joyful orange returned to the crown, shimmering beside the red. The land of bright yellow was next, but it was shrouded in thick, gray clouds. Hana heard a sound of quiet weeping. It was a little cloud shepherd, usually buzzing with energy, whose tiny, fluffy yellow cloud sheep had wandered off into the gray mist, too afraid to bleat. Hana used her strong, clear voice to call out gentle, encouraging phrases, guiding the lost little sheep back to their shepherd one by one. As the last sheep safely returned, the clouds parted, and a magnificent sunbeam the color of pure yellow blazed onto the crown, 3 colors down. For to go, Hana arrived in the land of lush green. A beautiful jungle now wilting and silent, she spotted a tiny, sad sproutling sitting by a dried-up stream. "What is wrong, little one?" Hana asked. The sproutling confessed that it was afraid to grow tall. Scared of the shadows that the large gray trees cast, Hana spent an hour singing soft, encouraging songs and pulling away the dead gray vines that were tangling the sproutling. She showed it that being tall meant soaking up the light. Suddenly, the sproutling shot up into a vibrant, healthy green stalk. The color green, the color of life, rushed back to the crown, making it look half complete. Her journey took her to the land of deep blue, where the vast ocean was still, heavy, and gray. She found a water sprite struggling with a huge piece of gray netting caught around its little fins. The sprite was exhausted from trying to pull it off. Hana, using all her strength, swam down and carefully snipped the tough netting with a small, sharp seashell she found. Once free, the water sprite danced with relief, creating beautiful, clear waves. The deep, calming blue surged back to the crown, refreshing Hana's spirit. Only 2 colors remained. The land of mysterious indigo was quiet, filled with deep shadows. Hana heard a soft, repeated thumping noise. It was a little starlight moth whose favorite glowing berry had rolled into a dark, hidden cave, and the moth couldn't see to find it. Hana knelt down and, using the 5 colored jewels on her crown, projected their light into the cave, illuminating the hidden berry. The starlight moth retrieved its prize and fluttered round Hana's head in gratitude. The color indigo, deep and magical, appeared on the crown. Finally, she reached the land of brilliant violet, but the air felt heavy with shyness. She found a cluster of tiny, purple petal pixies hiding beneath large, droopy gray flowers. They were too scared to dance or bloom because they thought their violet color was too loud. Hana gently explained that their color was beautiful and unique, and that true hope needs all colors. She began to dance joyfully, showing them there was nothing to fear. One by one, the petal pixies joined in, their true violet blooming all around them. With a powerful, breathtaking flash, the final violet color returned to the rainbow crown. It was complete. The crown shone brighter than ever before, as the crown pulsed with power. The gray haze lifted from the entire kingdom. The volcanoes erupted in friendly red steam. The forest grew thick with green light, and the sky turned a perfect, optimistic blue. Princess Hana, holding the fully restored rainbow crown, realized the truth Professor Lumina taught her. The magic wasn't just in the jewels. It was in the kindness in her heart. Hope and color flourish only when you choose to help others. Thank you so much for joining us on this colorful adventure. We hope you love the story. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more magical tales. See you next time.